شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
The month of Ramadan is that in which was revealed the Quran, a guidance for the people and clear proofs of guidance and criterion.
Welcome to Quran for Humanity. Here we discuss various topics about the Quran. In 3 of our earlier videos, we have discussed few names of the Quran along with their meanings and some verses of the Quran. Today we will discuss some more names and their meanings. In the Quran, Allah, the God Almighty, has mentioned multiple names and attributes of the Quran, and this is a very unique feature of the Quran because it is not common for any book to describe itself with so many different titles. These names not only point out the functions and qualities of the Quran, but they also point out the greatness and importance of the Quran. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell sign to receive notification about all our new videos. The first name we would like to discuss today is Bayan, which means clear or explicit statement. Quran makes the truth evident in simple and plain terms. It explains what is good and what is evil. Quran explains the reason for having faith in one God. Thus, Quran is a clear statement for all mankind, and especially for those who are conscious of Allah. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 3, verse number 138, and the verse is like this. This Quran is a clear statement to all the people and a guidance and instruction for those conscious of Allah. Another name is Kalamullah, which means speech of Allah, the glorified and most high. Quran is the speech of Allah conveyed to Prophet Muhammad by angel Jibrail, peace be upon both of them. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 9, verse number 6, and the verse is like this. And if any one of the polytheists seeks your protection, then grant him protection, so that he may hear the words of Allah. Another name is Qawl, which means word. Here, word means content of the Quran. This Quran is the word which contains news about our Creator, His creations, His attributes, life after death, and so on. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 28, verse number 51. And the verse is like this. And we have repeatedly conveyed to them the word that they might be reminded. Another name of the Quran is Wahi, which means revelation. Wahi is another Arabic name for revelation. Quran is referred as revelation. In the Quran, Prophet Muhammad was commanded by God Almighty to remind his audience that what he says is the result of revelation, and he is not saying anything out of his own desire. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 21, verse number 45, and the verse is like this. Say, I only warn you by revelation. Another name is Ahsanul Hadith, which means fair statement or beautiful discourse. Quran is a beautiful discourse both in meaning and expressions. Reiteration and repetition are eloquence of the Quran. This verse has been mentioned in chapter number 39, verse number 23. And the verse is like this. Allah has sent down the best statement, a consistent book wherein there is reiteration. Another name is Mutashabi, which means resembling each other or coherent. Every part of the Quran is uniform and resemble with one another, and this resemblance and repetition helps in effectively registering the subject matter in minds of its readers or listeners. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 39, verse number 23, and the verse is like this: Allah has sent down the best statement, a consistent book wherein is reiteration. Another name is Mubarak, which means blessed. Quran has brought guidance, enlightenment, cure for the diseases of the heart. A person finds peace and tranquility in the Quran. These are the huge blessings. For this reason, Quran is a blessed book. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 38, verse number 29. And the verse is like this: This is a blessed book which we have revealed to you, O Muhammad, that they might reflect upon its verses and that those of understanding would be reminded. Another name is Mufasal, which means clarified or explained in detail. Quran is from God Almighty. It's perfect, miraculous, inimitable. All matters of principle are described in great details. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 6, verse number 114. And the verse is like this: Say, then is there other than Allah I should seek as a judge, while it is He who has revealed to you the book explained in detail. Another name is Sidq, which means truth. Quran has resolved all disputes and presented the truth about God and hereafter. So Quran is referred as truth. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 39, verse number 33. And the verse is like this: And the one who has brought the truth, and they who believed in it, those are righteous. Another name is Nabaul Azim, which means magnificent news. The message brought by the Quran applies to all humanity for all time to come. So, the Quran is the great news. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 38, verse number 67. And the verse is like this: Say, it means the Quran is great news. Last name we would like to discuss today is Hukm Arabi, which means a judgment of authority in Arabic. Quran has been sent down as a decisive judgment revealed in Arabic language. This name has been mentioned in chapter number 13, verse number 37. And the verse is like this: And thus, we have revealed it as an Arabic legislation. With this, we come to the end of this video and our series on the names of the Quran. We will bring more talks about the Quran, so keep visiting us. May peace and guidance be upon entire humanity.